Hello there, my name is Chunk, they may call me Chunked, and I apparently have people who talk to me. Somehow, a person like me who is a literal ball of slime that can't muster up the courage to talk to anyone, has people he can socialize to. But even though I have people to talk to, it is a bitch and a half to talk to them or even confront them because, well... Let's just start off by saying, I'm an introvert. Wow, I wonder how you can guess that one out. I mean, to some people it's not that obvious right now because I'm reading everything really clearly off of a script, but if you remove the script from me and put me into a room full of people who I don't know, I will probably be sitting in a corner by myself in at least 5 minutes time, or you'll get your money back guarantee. But wait, order now when you get an emotional breakdown for I don't know what just happened, but anyways. I also found out that I had autism in June, which definitely explains a lot, but that didn't stop people from talking to me and letting me get comfortable with them over time. For better or for worse. In my honest opinion, confronting people is fucking mortifying. Mainly because if you try to talk to someone, you have a 50% chance of making a fool of yourself. Hey, okay, you got this. Don't fuck this up. You've been procrastinating with this for a day straight. You've got this. Can I help you? Fuck. Can I have the salt? Yeah. Sure, fucking weirdo. I am getting way too off topic at this point, but with knowing people and talking to people, there's a couple tiers to it. I did have a chart planned, but as I was making it, I kinda realized, holy shit, this chart sucks ass. And it takes up half of the video as well. So instead, I made a brand new section that definitely will take up more time than the other one. In the middle, we have the stranger section, where both parties don't know each other and don't really care about it. They both equally don't know the other person and they live their life without thinking about it. Pretty much just the average person you walk past on the street and nothing more than that. You might pass a glance at each other, but that's pretty much it. Moving on to the top, we have the mutual section, where both people know each other mutually and they both communicate to each other in some way. For better or for worse. This tier and the bottom tier both have a positive, negative, and in between for it. Positive mutuals are pretty much just best friends and they feel comfortable with saying whatever to them. Hey, what's up? Nothing much. I wanna fuck a bee. What? Sometimes, positive mutuals can evolve into being more than just good friends, but I don't really want to talk about that. I'd rather keep this video family friendly. This is a no sex zone. In between mutuals are basically just colleagues or classmates. Pretty much nothing substantial to it. They're kinda just like that one kid you talk to on occasion for work reasons and then you just don't talk to them for like 2 to 3 days or so. Hey, did you finish that project yet? Yeah, it took me like a day, but you know, it's fine. Okay, cool. Sure, you can end up leveling up to positive mutuals with them, but that's dependent on if you two want to continue talking. And now, we get to the negative mutuals. These are the people who are pretty much sworn enemies and hate each other's guts. They're basically at the point where there's a mutual hatred for each other, or maybe you think you're friends with someone, but the other person relentlessly bullies the shit out of you. Oh, hey.
Fuck you!
Okay then. This one is basically that one kid at the sandpit that kicks sand in your eyes as a prank. For obvious reasons, I'd say that this part is pretty mentally unhealthy because you're trying to engage with a person who hates you and things might escalate too far, resulting in something that I can only describe as graphic violence. Sorry, can't show it. Speaking of unhealthy relationships, let's move on to the final section of the loaf. The parasocial and one-sided section. This is different to the strangers and mutual section, where instead of you and another person either not knowing each other exist or people knowing you mutually, you're pretty much putting all of your time, effort, or even money into someone who doesn't know you exist. Or maybe you're putting all the effort into a friendship, but the person you're devoting your time into just doesn't care and puts the tiniest bit of effort into a friendship. There is a positive side to this though, even though this all sounds bad. This mainly applies to the whole parasocial part of this section because I think that there's nothing positive about a one-sided relationship. I'll try and use an example for this part. Okay. Let's say that you're watching a YouTuber.
But we are watching a YouTuber.
Shut the fuck up, I didn't ask you! Let's say that you're watching a YouTuber and you're enjoying their content. You like what the funny man on the internet says and you like, subscribe, and hit the bell to not miss what they upload next. You know, I think you guys might do, I think you guys should do that. And then you move on with your life and continue to watch their content for fun. Basically, just watch someone and then don't grow attached to them. That is pretty much a good distance parasocial relationship. Now negative is where everything goes apeshit and you devote all of your possessions and money to the famous funny man on the internet. You're probably gonna be acting like they're the next reincarnation of Jesus Christ himself. Hell, you might even write a shitty fanfiction to satiate your addiction.
Hey Chunk, are you getting that video done? Oh shit, what the heck is that?
I can explain. You're letting yourself be addicted to one person and hyperfixating on them and what they do. Basically pretending that you know them personally, but in reality, you're literally just a random person to them. Now, I've never dabbled in the whole parasocial relationship bit of things. Wait, no, actually I lied. But besides that, I have met people in person. And holy shit, most of these experiences were awful. My experiences with meeting people and making friends are, well, it's a mixed bag. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't bullied for most of my life. Mainly through gaslighting, blackmail, etc. I was pretty much an object to some of those people I knew, and nothing more than that. I did leave them though, and most of those people have done shit that's pretty disgusting to me and made me not want to talk to them again, but recently, I've found a good crowd to hang out with. I'm gonna say that I was a part of bad crowds for like 5 years of my life at school. I don't want to get into specifics, but it fucked me up pretty bad over the past few years. Hell, it got so bad that I got into a school program that made me feel more safe. Guess it kinda counts as me being a high school dropout, huh? But during some of these years, I found a bunch of good people that I still talk to on occasion. It took me so long and a lot of psychological help that made me understand that something was wrong with the people who I was around. Now enough of the sad stuff, let me talk about a couple stories with some people I know. So I had some friends over at my house and my mom brought out some cheesecake for them to eat. Nobody touched it for a while, and I decided to go and wash my hands in the bathroom. When I came back though, someone had smeared cheesecake on the carpeted floor of my living room. As you can probably tell, getting shit out of carpeted floors is a fucking nightmare, because it could just go underneath the carpet too, and also the carpet's very fine, so there's that too. And I just knew that I had to clean it all up. And as if that wasn't enough, there's more! I brought out some Pringles for them to eat, and one of my friends decided to throw them around the living room, and it ended up in the couch cushions. These things weren't easy to clean too, you had to reach into the crevices to clean it. A couple minutes passed, and when they left, oh, you bet my ass was dead. Shit. I ended up spending so much of my time cleaning up that day. Oh, also, if you're wondering who put cheesecake on my carpet and spread Pringles around my living room, here he is! Yeah, it was this rat.
And I'll do it again.
Motherfucker! Speaking of Delilah, and avoiding this very shitty transition, one day in 2022, I joined a server that he was running, and one day in a random voice chat that I was in, someone was drawing me, and out of the blue, I said, hey, can you draw me? And so, they gave me this. That looks familiar. Wait a fucking second. Yep, the person in that VC was my good friend and artist, Dog. And after 3 slight redesigns, he was done. And he's what I am right now. Now I bet you're wondering, Chunked, what are those VCs like? Getting back on topic. If it wasn't for that shot in the dark, I would have looked a lot different than I am now, and these dumb videos wouldn't have looked as good as they do now. You know, speaking of my dumb videos, I was looking back at one of my videos from when I started this whole channel, and it made me realize that I'm very bad at talking to people and giving good advice in general. Like, what the hell was I even saying in this? I got lazy, so pretend that Past Chunk said something stupid. So you know what? I'm gonna do a sequel right here and right now. Fuck you. When it comes to talking to people, you're gonna be in that spot where you wouldn't know when to engage in conversation. You're kinda stuck in that point where 2 people are talking and you wanna join into. Sometimes you can seamlessly join in, but most times it's probably best to wait for them to finish their conversation, and then you can start talking about stuff again, because you don't wanna just butt into conversations and end up annoying the other people there, right? Oh, also have a good topic in mind when you're starting a conversation with someone, because if you don't have a good topic, you'll probably be saying some gibberish sentence to the person next to you. Hey. Lemons. What? Okay, I'm gonna try fixing up one of my points from the first video. When you wanna call somebody, you probably shouldn't just call them straight away. You should usually text them before you call them, just to make sure that they're okay with calling and that they're not busy with something else. Hey, do you wanna call?
It's late.
And though sometimes you could just not talk to somebody. I mean, you're not being forced to, so you can choose not to say anything to someone if you want. Whether it be you see someone sketchy and you don't want to talk to them, or you just see someone you hate and you want to keep silent in case you say something rude out loud. I don't want to talk to you. You were arrested on counts of vehicular homicide. Can I talk to my lawyer first? Jesus Christ, this segment sucked. I mean, this part was supposed to have some, different things, but you know what? They looked awful, so I just didn't do them. I hope you enjoyed this mess of a video, and as always, that's all for today, and I'll see you all sometime soon. Later.